Children Show. Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Baina Midday News. I'm Khadija Kubra Keilani. Coming up in today's headlines, Education Minister justifies reopening of school for fresh senior high school students. Also, physically challenged toll workers demand payment of arrears. And in some business story, the Food and Beverage Association says they will push 20% sweetened beverage tax on consumers. We'll bring you details of the stories shortly. Thank you for staying with us. Now the stories in details. The Minister of Education, Dr. Yao Educhum, has justified the commencement of the 2023-2024 academic year on December 4, 2024. Speaking on the floor of Parliament, Dr. Educhum outlined the harmonized prospect, the need to return to the pre-COVID academic calendar, and the placement of over 81% candidates into senior high schools as the basis for the directive from government.
Despite concerns about the short period students have to prepare before reporting to school, the Ministry of Education on Thursday, November 30th, insisted that the fresh senior high school students must report to school on Monday, December 4, 2023, as contained in the 2023-2024 academic calendar released by the GES. Dr. Educhum also denied assertions that teaching and non-teaching staff have not had an ample time to rest ahead of the reopening of schools. He added that since the introduction of the double-track calendar in 2017, more of teaching and non-teaching staff have been employed to schools. As a matter of fact, the majority of teachers are only at post when a particular track is in session. So it cannot be true that all teachers have never had any rest since the double-track was introduced.
From education, physically challenged toll workers who lost their jobs after the cessation of toll collection in 2021 are appealing to the government to pay them their promised salaries to be used as startup capital for new jobs. The toll workers staged a protest at the Road Ministry last month in an attempt to seek an audience with the minister on the issue of the payment of their unpaid salaries arrears, a move that yielded no results.
Speaking in an interview with a sister station as the world commemorates International Day for Disabled Persons, the spokesperson for PWD toll workers, Rashad Mohammed Ramat, said physically challenged persons have acquired skills and only need startup capital to enable them to earn an income and provide for themselves and their dependents. He said some of them have acquired skills. Some of them are shoemakers, phone repairers, and computer repairers, and it has been 2 years since they had gone out of work, so the government should give them their money and they will use it to find something to do, since most of them have acquired some skills.
Well, in other stories, independent power generator Sanun Asogoli Power Ghana Limited announced that it has postponed the decision to clear its plant for an additional week. The company's chairman Woon Yang signed a statement released on Monday, December 4th, stating that the shutdown began at 6 p.m. on Monday but later reversed to cut power to the national grid.
The company announced on Monday night had said that the Electricity Company of Ghana owed its money, which led to the permanent shutdown of its 560 megawatts power plant. However, the company said in a different statement released that same Monday, December 4th, that the shutdown has been postponed as a result of the Minister of Finance assurance. As stated in the declaration, they have decided to postpone the plant closure for 1 week in light of the assurance assurance and intervention of the Honorable Ministers of State and Finance. The statement mentioned that the Minister of Finance should kindly confirm that they understand they will be paid an interim sum of $60 million in 2 tranches, but it did not provide any additional details regarding the specific assurance rendered. This week is the first tranche payment of $30 million, and the second tranche is scheduled to be made the week of December 11th, 2023.
Now in business, the Food and Beverage Association of Ghana have indicated their desire to pass on the burden of 20% tax imposed on the beverages to consumers. According to the General Secretary of Food and Beverage Association of Ghana, Samuel Alfred, the government ought to find alternative ways to raise money instead of burdening companies.
The 20% tax that is levied on water, spirit and soft drinks should be eliminated according to FABAC's advocacy. A 20% tax on sweetened beverages and other products was imposed by the Excise Duty Amendment Bill, one of the 3 tax bills that Parliament passed in April 2023. The association claims that the taxes would have a detrimental effect on their businesses, which are already struggling due to the present state of the economy. In response to the proposed import restriction bill, FABAC stated that rather than pursuing a complete prohibition on the chosen items, the government should present plans to increase domestic production.
The General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress has stressed the party's resolve not to entertain any form of indiscipline and vandalism from members. This follows the vandalism of the party's head office in Accra by some aggrieved supporters of Michael Niyaboy, a disqualified aspiring parliamentary candidate in the Ododo-Diodio constituency.
The angry supporters heaped refuse in front of the party head office and blocked the road, slowing traffic. Some of the supporters also threw bricks at the party head office, damaging some windows of the building. Mr. Kwete, in a statement issued on Monday, said, "Notice is hereby served that any member who disregards or violates the laid down grievance resolution procedures of the party will be severely dealt with in accordance with the law." The statement went further to say, leadership of the party will not countenance any act of indiscipline, vandalism and anti-party behavior that have the potential to bring the name of the party into disrepute. The NDC General Secretary emphasized that throughout the conduct of the party's parliamentary primaries from last year until date, any aspirant found to be in breach of the mandatory 4-year membership requirement had been disqualified by the party. Added Michael Niyaboy Anan will not be treated differently. Mr. Kwete said the party was governed by established rules and principles of equity, fairness and justice, and that no member of the party is bigger than or above the party. He again emphasized that the constitution of the party has clearly provided internal procedures and mechanism for addressing intra-party grievances. He therefore entreated members of the party of any decision to seek redress in strict adherence to the dictates of the constitution of the party.
Now in sports, reports say Arsenal are preparing to offload midfielder Thomas Partey in the January transfer window to raise funds for new signees. Partey has been sidelined due to injury, making only 4 Premier League appearances this season.
The Gunners are keen to strengthen their squad under Mikel Arteta, who is seeking to guide the team to their first Premier League title in 20 years. Partey, who has been sidelined through injury, will not return until January next year, but will join the Ghana squad for the African Cup of Nations, meaning Arsenal will be without him for another month. The club was open to selling Partey during the summer transfer window, but did not receive any suitable offers before deadline day. However, Juventus are now believed to be interested in signing the 30-year-old midfielder. Club officials have reportedly held talks with Partey's representative last month. Arteta's top midfielder target is currently Aston Villa's Douglas Luiz, a player Arsenal attempted to sign last summer, but had 2 late bids rejected on deadline day. The Gunners are also interested in signing Wolves winger Pedro Neto, who is valued at $60 million.
This is what we have for you on our midday news. For more stories, log on to our website, bainamultimedia.com. I'm Khadija Kubra Kayla, and have a good afternoon.